환영합니다.
欢迎
Bienvenidos.
Welcome to the Moores Opera House, located in the Moores School of Music in the Catherine G. McGovern College of the Arts, fondly known as KGMCA. We're delighted you're here, and whether it's your first visit or a joyful return, we hope to see you again soon.
Bienvenidos al Teatro Ópera de Moores, que es parte del Colegio de Artes de Catherine G. McGovern, también conocido como KGMCA. Estamos encantados por su presencia, ya sea su primera visita o un feliz regreso. Esperamos verlos pronto de nuevo.
Welcome to the Moores School of Music. Out of consideration for tonight's performers and your fellow audience members, please take a moment to silence your cell phone. Also, no photography or recording of any kind is permitted during the performance. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good evening. Tonight we are having our final concert of our 30th anniversary season. For those of you who were with us at our first concert, we honored our patron Manzur Varani. At the second concert, the concerto competition concert, we honored Dr. and Mrs. Boyce. Tonight we're going back to the beginning. We are honoring the people who founded this organization. Tonight we will honor Andre Grappia, Franz Krager, Kathy and Earl Steinberg, and Carolyn Vanderveer. It is because of these people that their vision we continue to exist today. At this time, we would like to present to the founders a token of our appreciation, and we will start off with Andre Grappia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to believe that it was 30 years ago. I don't know what happened with the hair and few other dimensions in our bodies. But this was a very special, very memorable time, you know, when with my own personal experiences, I have experienced something that became unique and something very memorable in my own life. You know, that good music making, the best music making, is made by people who are not only good musicians, that's obvious, but also nice, friendly, respectable people. And I had a pleasure to experience that with an orchestra, with a professional orchestra that was called American Sinfonietta. This group consisted of musicians that literally covered the entire United States. We had musicians from Chicago, from Denver, from Alaska, from you name it, you know, from almost every corner of the United States. And the common denominator was good musicianship and friendly personality. This coincided, the orchestra is no more, doesn't exist anymore. It existed for 13 or 14 years, and when it stopped existing, it coincided with my coming to Houston. And I have to say, the experience was so fabulous that I thought this idea should not die, should not disappear. And I thought the only chance for us to continue this fantastic concept was to pass it on to young people. And we can proudly say that they swallowed the bug. They did. We, as you know probably, to become members of Virtuosi, they are challenged to a rather difficult audition process. And we also interview them because we are very interested who they are as people. And we haven't made mistakes. And the music making is quite remarkable. And personally, I also found a terrific friend. Can you imagine an orchestra that has two conductors and they're both alive? which means
it's called Two Chefs in the Kitchen.
right. We haven't killed each other in the process. But it is something absolutely unique, and I dare saying that we are perhaps the only one in the country, the only one in the United States who follows that principle, who has two conductors, and who is existing for 30 years. So that is what Virtuosi of Houston is all about. We could say Virtuosi of Houston is the baby of the American Sinfonietta. And I probably should let Franz talk because he is we call ourselves partners in crime. As you will witness tonight, we do a lot of criminal activities together. So.
Oh!
With heartfelt gratitude for the vision you shared and the legacy you built, presented to Andre Grubb.
Oh my God.
I beat my pick. We call each other pick, partners in crime. I beat him here by about 3 years, and I still remember the day that he got here. I was sitting in my office, come in, and we became instantaneous best friends. I mean, we knew our souls were connected at some point. And it was not, several weeks after that, we started discussing the formation of what you see in front of you now. And I think the great strength with us is not only our friendship and mutual respect for each other as people and as musicians. He was born in Europe. You can hear his Sugarland accent. And a string specialist.
Yeah, I've been working on that accent, you know.
And of course, I was born here. So you've got a European string specialist and an American wind percussion specialist, because that's what I did when I was in school. So we thought, how great we could complement each other. So when he's rehearsing and he's got a wind problem, I can go back and try to fix it for him. And when I'm working and I don't know a fingering for a particular note, he can come up and say, do that. And we've been doing this for 30 years. And the beneficiaries of all this, those young people right there, because they pick it up from both of us. We are dressed tonight, you will see, and I must explain this first. Obviously, when we first started this, we wanted to be very formal. So 30 years ago, white tie and tails was it. And we decided that tonight we were going to go throw back and wear what we wore at the first concert 30 years ago, because tails are a little bit out of fashion now. But our original logo, the first Virtuosi name, was on a black background with a great big white V. It looked like a check mark, Virtuosi. And on the eye, we designed a red dot. So it's black background, white Virtuosi with a check mark, and a red dot on the eye. You see these? Those were the original red dots. So we decided to wear them again tonight. Anyway, I don't want to ramble either. I think you're going to really enjoy this concert. We could have done what we did 30 years ago. Sometimes you do that. But we thought, nah, let's do a unique concert. I have a gentleman sitting right here. You're going to meet him in a little bit. Robert Nelson, Dr. Robert Nelson, who's retired now from this institution, has been writing music for us, for Virtuosi, for 30 years. And when I look at I keep track of all my pieces that I've conducted over my career, as he does too. And when I get to the ends, it goes boom, as long as my arm, with Dr. Robert Nelson pieces. You're going to hear a world premiere tonight of a piece he's calling Overture for the Founders. I gave him the exact instrumentation, asked him to give our concertmaster a good solo, which you'll hear he did. I told him we had two all-state percussion players, so write some hard percussion parts. He did. Anyway, when you hear that piece, you're going to love it, and it's all about Virtuosi. So please, thank you for coming tonight. It's wonderful to have you here, and I know I speak on both of our behalves, yes?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey.
Again, with heartfelt gratitude for the vision you shared and the legacy you built. presented to Andre Krieger.
Thank you.
You've noticed it's hard to be famous.
I am playing Kathy and Earl Steinberg tonight. They are not able to be with us. They are both still living. Unfortunately, Earl's had a couple of strokes and not able to get out. So pardon me for probably reading part of this. I do want to encourage you, if you haven't yet, to take the time in the program. There is a write-up on the history of Virtuosi, which Franz did several years ago. And we've added to it, and some of it you'll hear right now. The initial meeting was held at the home of Kathy and Earl Steinberg in September of 1996. Earl was elected Virtuosi's first president. First concert took place in the First Unitarian Universalist Church on Wednesday, November the 20th, 1996. The first concert had a roster of 38 student musicians. One of the conductors of that evening was Clyde Roller, who was the conductor of the University of Houston Orchestra and Houston Symphony. And he wrote the foreword in the first printed program. Meister Roller begins, "Pleasant surprises come to us in many ways. For instance, this concert not only announces a new musical dimension for you listeners who enjoy seldom heard programs, but also provides another experience for exceptional selected students. The honor to be chosen to play in the Virtuosi of Houston is the motivation for each individual to excel in his or her own performance." These words would prove to be prolific over the next 30 years. Earl Steinberg also wrote in that first program, "Tonight you'll be listening to some of the most talented young musicians in the city. We have numerous players who, in addition to Virtuosi, are also playing in Houston's other two youth orchestras, as well as their school orchestra. The level of commitment required to do this successfully is very high, and is evidence of the dedication of these young artists to the further development of their musical skills." Again, truer words could not have been written, as this fact comes home itself out time and time again for over 3 decades now. Virtuosi's first 3 rehearsal spaces were graciously provided by the University of Houston. And that's why, one of the reasons we have such a close relationship with the University of Houston. Also at the Antony International School and the Town and Country Mall before it was demolished. As most of you all here are aware, our present Virtuosi studio is located in the Memorial City Mall, and we do thank the Johnson family for providing that. Again, we'll be presenting to the Steinbergs also a token of our appreciation with grateful gratitude for the vision you shared and the legacy you built. Thank you. I'd now like to call on Carolyn Vanderveer to come forward.
They tricked me into helping. Do you remember how you invited me? We were at Rice University, and I said, "Let's go out to dinner. We want to talk about something." And that's where it began. I love to create things. I love challenges, and I love both of these guys. They've been dear friends. We were talking out in the lobby. We have never had a quarrel. I can't say that about Jack and I, but you can't either if you've been married 51 years. But I just can't believe what happened. The Virtuosi logo I was walking at U of H, and I said, you know how the windows, air conditioning? I went, V. And Kathy Steinberg said, and Jean Ann Seidman's mother said, that is our logo right there. I didn't do the red thing, but I did the crazy V. I said, look. And I was twirling around because I was much younger. V, Virtuosi. And so that's the thought, because I am not artistically drawing. Anyway, I'm so thankful. We dreamed of making a place where kids could go into the professional world, into the teaching world, or whatever they want to do. So many of our kids are doctors, lawyers, moms, dads, they've done it all. And the little girl you're going to hear tonight, Dr. Archibald Amber, was a hoot. We used to be Audi, and at Audi, we had to stack the cafeteria tables, put them back down. We fed the kids, we did all the things we do now. And I'm still recruiting for Virtuosi. I think a few of you on the stage know that. And I'm so proud that it didn't decline, that it kept going. We now have Virtuosi people teaching at several universities. In fact, one of our basses is now teaching at New England Conservatory, and he's the principal bass in the Boston Symphony. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, I just am so pleased. Our dream was to give the kids a chance to be as remarkable as they are. And in our house, we always say, somebody's going to win, why not us? And with orchestra, everybody can be a winner. Isn't that great? Guys, I'm proud of you, and I'm going to be your biggest fan tonight in the crowd. We love you.
Again, we present to Carolyn with grateful gratitude for the vision you shared and the legacy you built. Presented to Carolyn Vanderveer.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As you were coming the other side.
Okay. For those who didn't notice it when you walked in the front door tonight, there is a movie that we have from the original. We're not quite sure whether it is the original or it's within the first season of the orchestra playing. And so when we take an intermission, or if you are staying, which we encourage you to do for the reception after the concert, stand there and watch it for a few minutes. It's amazing. So I guess we are ready to start.
We are ready to start.
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Okay.
Thank all of you.
just wanted to take a moment to say a few words. Number one, just thank you to Franz and Andre. It's so weird to call you guys by your first names, Mr. Grabietz and Mr. Krager, for inviting me to perform with my former youth orchestra. It's kind of a surreal experience. You never know where life will take you. And I could have never imagined when I was 15 that I would now be professor at the university where I came for rehearsals and countless performances when Moore's Opera House was brand new 30 years ago. So I just want to say that it takes a lot of people to raise a musician, between dedicated family, parents, extended family, devoted teachers who are just the cornerstone for learning, and the community, other musicians. It takes so much to have a musician reach their full potential, and it also takes a lot of financial support, as we all know, to do that as well. And so I'm hoping that all of you in the audience today, as you're enjoying the concert, will consider donating to this wonderful organization that has changed countless lives, hundreds and hundreds of young Houston students, children, young adults who now either have careers or can say that their musical experience with Virtuosi was such a cornerstone for their learning and growth. So I hope that you will find deep pockets and will find the QR code on the back of the pamphlet, there we go, or of your program. I think it's on the last page, or you can go to their website and donate. So your financial support would be truly, truly amazing and will help to inspire the next generation of Virtuosi students. Thank you.
said about donating to Virtuosi. When we come back from intermission, we will be celebrating the graduation of our seniors this year. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please check your cell phone to ensure that it is turned off. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, at this time we would like to present the graduating seniors. I would ask the maestros to join me, please.
This is the new Virtuosi. It's courtesy of Valenti, a wonderful store in Memorial City Mall that caters to those extremely handsome gentlemen and very modest too.
Indeed. Yeah. Hadi, I don't see you out there, but thank you. Right here, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you'll notice our one red dot went to many red dots, so that's the future. All right, we're honoring now our 15 graduating seniors. We love them all. We're going to miss them to death. And this is hard for me to go through all this because they've been a statuary part of what we've done this year and the years in the past. Let's start with number 1, Noah Baskin, percussion. 1 year in Virtuosi. He's from Oak Ridge High School. He's going to attend, listen to this, the University of Houston Morse School of Music, in music performance. Arjun Chandupatla, violin. 1 year in Virtuosi, attends Tompkins High School. He's on his way to Brown University to major in computational biology. Well, I could never do that. Silas Cullivan, French horn. 1 year in Virtuosi, attends Oak Ridge High School. He'll be going to the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music in music performance. Congratulations, Silas. Baylor Hong, viola. 1 year in Virtuosi. Attends Clearbrook High School. On his way to Sam Houston State University in music education. Congratulations. Austin Aguilar, trumpet. 2 years in Virtuosi. Attends Oak Ridge High School. He's on his way to Texas A&M University in mechanical engineering. Congratulations. Taison Clark, percussion. 2 years in Virtuosi. Attends Jersey Village High School. On his way to the University of Texas in data science. Santiago Lopez, cello. 2 years in Virtuosi. Attends J. Frank Dobie High School. On his way to the University of North Texas in music performance. What else? Faith Maxion, violin. 2 years in Virtuosi. Attends the Oxrose Academy. On her way to the Author Conservatory in writing and business. Congratulations, dear. Matthew Perez, violin. 2 years in Virtuosi. Attends J. Frank Dobie High School. She's on her way to Texas Tech University in Lubbock in music performance. Christopher Sanchez, violin. 2 years in Virtuosi. Attends J. Frank Dobie High School. On his way to the University of North Texas in music education. Natalie Bonilla, viola. 3 years in Virtuosi. also attends J. Frank Dobie High School. On her way with her friends here to North Texas State, or I should say University of North Texas, I'm out of line there. University of North Texas in music performance. Leonardo Frazzini, viola. 3 years in Virtuosi. Attends Cypress Woods High School. He's going to the University of Texas and majoring in mechanical engineering. Oliver Tran, double bass. 3 years in Virtuosi. Attends Jersey Village High School. On his way to New York City to attend the Juilliard School in music performance. Theodore Villarreal, cello, 3 years in Virtuosi. Attends J. Frank Dobie High School. On his way, and I didn't know this. Are you really coming here? Yay! University of Houston, music performance. Great. Dominic Block, violin, 4 years in Virtuosi. Attends Cathedral High School. On his way to Thomas Aquinas College, majoring in liberal arts. Congratulations, Dominic. I'll catch him later. Thank you all for being so patient. This is so important to these young people. Thank you. Our Natalie? Oh.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Natalie Bonilla. I'm a senior from J. Frank Dobie High School, and this is my 3rd and final year at Virtuosi. Over these past years, Virtuosi has truly changed my life in ways I never could have imagined. Virtuosi helped me not only growing as a musician, but also as a person. Through every rehearsal and performance, I've learned discipline, confidence, leadership, and the true meaning of passion for music. Virtuosi has given me more than musical opportunities. It gave me friendships, connections that I will carry with me forever. The people I've met here have supported, inspired, and shaped me into the musician I am today. One of those people who has had the greatest impact on my journey is our very own board president, Mr. Vol. He's made all these memories and friendships possible for all of us. Because of his belief in young musicians, Virtuosi became more than just an orchestra. It became a family and a place where we could grow together through music. I'm especially grateful for the way he personally helped me by supporting the purchase of my instrument that I plan to use for college. It was something I was struggling to pay for and something really important to me. His support has helped me further my career as a musician immensely. His generosity and belief in me gives me confidence to continue pursuing my dreams. The impact he's made in Virtuosi will always be unforgettable, and it wouldn't be the same without him. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dominic. I want to thank you all for being here at the last concert of Virtuosi's 30th season. Miss Needham put me up here to talk about my experience at Virtuosi. And she probably thought I would be talking about a really good experience, but I'm not. I'm actually going to start by telling you one of my worst. This was my first year at Virtuosi. I was a tiny little freshman, and I decided to play in the concerto competition. Now, I thought I had that Mozart 3 down, but when I stood up in front of everyone, I became so nervous that I forgot how to play violin. I looked at the piano music and I struggled through it, but when I finally walked off stage, I was so embarrassed I felt like crawling into a hole and eating worms. However, imagine my surprise when I see a big crowd of musicians, my competitors, walking towards me. They all came to offer encouragement, cheer me up, bring some joy into my otherwise dark world. Every concerto competition since then has been the same. I forget how to play my instrument. But I know that afterwards, I can always count on the cheerful support of the Virtuosi family. I think this is what defines Virtuosi: cheerfulness and the support of a family. And I believe our wonderful maestros embody this. Every day I show up and Mr. Krager greets me with a big smile and a pat on the back. He always asks how I'm doing. Mr. G is always cracking jokes in his Sugarland accent. And talk about smiling, that grin never leaves that man's face. You can tell how much they love the music. When we watch them conducting, that is what we are supposed to do. We can see the joy in their eyes. We can tell this isn't just a job for them. I mean, whenever I'm playing, sometimes when I'm playing a boring second violin part over there, like da, 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 all I have to do is look up at Mr. G's face, smiling down at me, and it makes me so happy. So, I want to extend a huge thank you to Mr. Krager and Mr. G for making Virtuosi a joyful place to create incredible music, for supporting us in everything, and for being themselves. So, I know that you all have done a lot of clapping tonight, but one more round of applause, not for me, but for these two wonderful men.
Good evening. My name is Lane Peterson. I have the fortunate pleasure of being the meal coordinator for Virtuosi, very unique position that makes it just a unique organization. I'm not familiar, as in conversations with Meister Grabik and Meister Krager, any other organization that has a parental team such involved as they are, providing meals to feed the kids, and also having university students being able to play. My daughter out there just getting the opportunity to play was just phenomenal musicians, and it's just incredible. I want to take a moment to give my extreme heartfelt gratitude to the wonderful, phenomenal parents that are in the audience tonight. What you guys don't realize if you're not involved with the group is how much time and effort, resources that they put forth to feed them, to make them have just a community, family experience, and it is just beyond belief. And I'm just privileged and honored I get that opportunity to be a point person for them. They were just not only throughout the season, all three concerts, but for the reception, which we hope you all will attend. Afterwards, just the team that helped prep everything, just thank y'all so much for that. I do want to tell a little story that I heard Bird, and this is for the maestros. So they go back, Meister Grabek's going to Colorado after this is over, and Meister Krager's going to Michigan. And it's been a lot of fun getting to know them and what their preferences are, what they like. So we coordinated with all the parents to give a little something for you guys. So I understood at the end of the very first concert, or at the last concert of the very first season, the parents pitched in to do a coupon book for food. Well, coupon books really aren't around, but what we did is we pitched in to bring gift cards. So we have a gift card bouquet and a little something else that all the parents had pitched in for. So this one's for Franz.
Oh my goodness. So as they go, we did a little something, or did a little something that I think you'll enjoy. So Franz really enjoys cherries. Anything with cherries, just not cherries. So as long as it has preservatives, anything made with cherries. So he loves the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I make him that have the cherry preserves and crunchy peanut butter. So I made him 2 ordered PB&J sandwiches with some water. And Maestro Grabik always enjoys a nice little cup of decaf coffee with a little bit of sweet tooth. So we have some little cookies for him to take in and Danuta on the road. So thank you all so much for making it just a wonderful opportunity for them. How can I hug you?
We are speechless the second time in our lives. get my partners in crime.